I'm Greg, and I wanted to wish all the fathers out there a very happy Father's Day, and to talk for just a minute about the history of this wonderful holiday. So in 1902, a woman by the name of Anna Jarvis had proposed that there be a national day to celebrate mothers. And 6 years later, in 1908, President Woodrow Wilson signed into law National Mother's Day. 2 years later, in 1910, a woman by the name of Sonora Smart Dodd wanted to honor her father, and in keeping with Mother's Day, she proposed that there be a National Father's Day as well. And she held kind of the first official Father's Day, I suppose, in Spokane, Washington, at the local YMCA, where she honored her father, who was a Civil War veteran and a single father of 6 children. While Father's Day was not legislated, it really became kind of an unofficial holiday. Then not until 1966 did President Lyndon B. Johnson proclaim that the third Sunday in June would be an official Father's Day. But then it wasn't until 1972 when President Richard Nixon made it official, and Father's Day became an official national holiday. It took 66 years for that to finally be legislated in. But what a great blessing to honor those wonderful fathers that have come before us. I've been lucky enough to have 3 fathers in my life, and all 3 are good, honorable men that have taught me the importance of being a good, honorable person myself. My stepfather, Keith, who came into my life when I was 7 years old and raised me from the time that I was young, was a wonderful example of honor, hard work, self-discipline, and charity. And he was a veteran of World War II, a Marine gunnery sergeant. He fought during World War II in the South Pacific on the islands of Saipan, Tinian, the Marshall Islands, and finally Iwo Jima. He has 2 Bronze Stars and 2 Purple Hearts. But of those credentials, his most outstanding credential was that he was a man of honor. Semper Fi, do or die, death before dishonor. That's his motto in life. My second dad is my biological dad, Gary. And Gary was a career Air Force pilot who flew helicopter in Vietnam, and he is still alive today at age 86, and he is humble and faithful and hopeful, and what a great example for me as a son. My third father is my father-in-law, Richard. He is 88. He is struggling with Alzheimer's. He has become like a little child again, innocent and pure. In his professional life, he was a dean at the University of Utah, and also the retired 2-star general out of Fort Douglas here in Utah with the Army Reserves. And another man of honor, a man of few words, but those words were powerful. Today, I honor those 3 men in my life. And I have a funny memory of Father's Day. Mom would gather all 6 of the kids into the bedroom, and we'd kind of all be scattered around her bed. and she would take a large paper bag and dump the contents onto the bed, and out would spill socks and ties and treats, and then she would simply say, "Who wants to give what to your dad for Father's Day?" And Dad's favorite gifts were ties and socks, belts, the old Marshmallow Circus peanuts, and Hostess snowballs. You remember those treats? And so the kids, we would filter through, and we would give him one of the things that Mom purchased. And you know, that's kind of how we did it as kids. Mom took care of all that good stuff. But the best gift I think that we can give our fathers is to emulate their strengths. My 2 daughters are coming to the house, and along with my wife, we're just going to celebrate fathers, celebrate our fathers, and I'll take you along for a little bit of the festivities. Through the door is going to step my greatest blessing, my kids.
Hi!
How did I know this is what I was walking into? In like 10 seconds, that's all the time he needs to set up his camera. Yeah, I got a phone call warning about it.
Oh my gosh. I feel like freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger walking around this house.
Oh my god.
It literally is for bugs. Look at the bugs on it. I love it. So is it water?
No.
It's salt.
Oh, it's salt.
Oh my gosh.
It uses salt.
Jeremy, get him some.
No, it's just a thermometer.
It's just, oh, is it thermo? I thought it was an earwax thingy. I'm like,
Yes, Jeremy, I got this earwax from you.
I looked at your ears a lot. I saw that there was really getting in there.
Maddie, she's so funny.
Oh, she's on the floor.
She always puts her cards down on the floor.
oh gosh.
It's too much to handle in her hands.
I hope Sid did the same thing, did that same thing.
Lemon cream cheese.
Love you too.
So proud of you, hon.
Oh, thank you.
Tony, love you too. Thank you.
Love you. We're leaving. Okay. Now, no.
Love you, sweetie. Oh. Thank you, my love. Without you guys, there would be no Father's Day.
Get better, Jeremy! Love you! Bye-bye!
Here comes the scream.
Love you!
Love you!
Bye!
Well, that's a wrap.
That is. It was fun.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
And you too, and happy Father's Day.
Thanks, son. Well, there you have it. Appreciate you watching. And if your fathers are still alive, boy, reach out and give them all the love that you can give. There's nothing more sacred and beautiful to a father than to hear his children say, "I love you, Dad." And with that, have a wonderful Father's Day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. President Wilford in 1908, President Woodrow Wilson, Woodrow like wood in a tree. I tell you, it's always one thing. My glasses just broke. Oh, good grief. The lens popped out. If it's not one thing, when you're filming, it's another. I may be able to pop that in. And then again. Oh, nobody breathe. It's sitting in there, kind of. Now I have to clean it, which will probably make it pop out again. Okay, now I think I'm ready.